So next time I make a death save.
Yeah.
Next time, yeah, you have to. You have 3 death saves.
And if they attack you, that's bad.
Yeah.
Is it negative what 10 that I am killed?
Yeah.
I'm super sad.
You're dead.
You have a whole ghost.
It's cool. I have a greater healing.
It's an action that needs somebody else.
Temzin.
I can't do it as a bonus?
No, it has to be your actual action. Temzin, it's your turn.
But if she doesn't, since they're on her, if she doesn't.
No more rolling the orange dice.
That's 2 dice.
She's got the blue one. You should have let her stay with the blue.
Oh, there's a horde still on her.
Yeah, the swarm is currently on top of her.
Yeah, if they attack her while she's down, that's automatically 2 death saves failed.
Eating dog.
So it would only take 2 turns for her to be like dead. And she's our
Is there
Oh
any
wait,
way-
no, sorry, I go again because that was just one of the swarms.
Yeah. Fuck.
My bad. All right, so the other swarm rushes at Remember.
Nice.
I'm not even a decade old.
Rushes at Remember, and rolled a 20.
That means it. So.
It was not a nat 20. It just was a 20. So it's
The attacker takes the tie, or the defender takes the tie?
The attacker takes the tie. Where'd the
It's
last
in
one go?
Great. Knock me up, fam.
Stop rolling 20s.
Yeah, for real though.
Stop it.
She just rolled 4 d4. I watched her do it.
Yeah.
4.
9.
My sphincters. You both
Alright.
at 5.
Yo, what if the spider
Alright.
wrecks everything?
Angerod.
Me up so I can heal everybody.
Angerod, it's your turn.
Who just went? The other swarm.
The other swarm.
There's 2 swarms.
Oh, I can think of the
Can I-
dance minds where it's like negativity.
Oh.
Because
Okay,
there's
I was
it's
confused as to
spider,
where we were
swarm,
in the
swarm.
order.
Yeah,
sorry.
spider, swarm, swarm.
I don't have any.
I have 1.
I'm pretty sure
I
I
have
don't.
3 on my person.
So will they risk their life to get it?
Right.
Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna bring you back to life, and then you're immediately gonna give me a health potion.
Yeah, I can't, because I could cast Mage Hand, but it's an action to cast Mage Hand, and that would be,
That would be
useless.
it, yeah.
And I can't, unless because the horde's on top of you, I don't think I could go over and like dig in your pockets and feed you one. I don't think I could do that. And just,
Fuck something up.
yeah, I'm just gonna attack the big one.
Because I've got a health potion that I can give her in the next round, so it's not gonna be like KO.
Oh god, no, I'm not ready.
I'm going to.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to re-roll.
We can re-roll it. Alright, so we destroyed our characters in the first encounter with the spiders. So we're all bards now.
It's well known that Sophia wanted to leave.
I don't know if I know this, but since we've faced swarms before, would I know are swarms immune to being prone?
Yes, you would, and they are immune to being prone.
Yeah. Okay.
You would know because you faced them before. They're immune to being charmed, frightened, grappled, paralyzed, petrified, prone, restrained, or stunned. And they can resist being bludgeoned, pierced, or slashed.
Okay. So I'm gonna.
Peaceful ass music. I was going to say, I swear, if I die, I will do this. What am I going to do?
The bard.
This is why the clerics should go into the room first.
I was fine
I'm
until that
gonna cast magic missile. So I'm gonna do.
Hello, welcome to my cave, darling.
I'm looking for a magic missile.
Ryan, no!
So it automatically hits. I have 3 darts. One of the darts is gonna go towards the swarm that's on Saphine, I guess. I'm gonna try and distract him if I can. And then 2 are gonna go towards the spider.
Okay.
So it's 1d4 plus 1. So the one that's going towards the swarm on Saphine is 3 points of damage to that one. And then the spider takes. Hell yeah. 11 points of damage.
Until I'm ready to die.
Okay.
No.
And those were, you said that was magic missile?
Yeah.
Okay, so Safine is prone on the ground. Swarm is still crawling over her body. And one of your magic missiles goes right past her ear and scatters a bunch of them from her head and her face and onto the floor, where they are kind of scrambling to get back and figure out what's going on. Meanwhile, the other two light up the entirety of the cave as they rush past and spear right through the spider's head and come out at the other side. And it kind of trembles a little bit on its feet. Its feet kind of twitch, and it immediately just collapses in on itself.
yeah.
And its long legs curl in towards its body. You still have a swarm left alive, but you have killed the big spider.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Well, if we knew it was gonna be that easy.
Sophie,
I'm gonna make a death
you
save.
make a death save.
What do I have to beat?
You
Yeah,
have to beat.
There's
I
no
think
mods,
it's you
right?
have no. It's no modifiers. I think you just have to roll higher than a 10. If you roll in at 20, you're automatically up to
Back
1
to
health
one,
point.
yeah.
That you failed 1 death save.
Guys, we gotta get
The
her up
poison
before
coursing through your
It's fine,
body
it's
is
okay,
just
it's okay.
eating away at you.
Tamsin.
Temsin, your turn.
So I'm gonna. I don't really have to run to Sabine because she's right in front of me. I'm gonna pull a potion of greater healing out. And I'm gonna pour it down her mouth.
Not today, Satan.
Which is 4d4. Does anybody got d4s? I need 2.
Yeah, I got you.
Alright, I'm good.
Okay, so now here.
Heal me.
10 points of healing.
All right.
Yay.
So
Ah,
you-
sweet 8.
So you clamp your hands over her mouth and nose, where thankfully the spiders have been cleared away from, so you don't have to worry about getting bit. You clamp your hands over her mouth and nose as she swallows this down, and her whole body kind of convulses under your hands as life comes back to
Oh
her.
gods.
Remember, it's your turn.
Sabine, are you alright?
Well, now that
I've been better.
Sabine's alive, I wanna fuck up that last swarm. Am I still on the crossbow?
Make them
Which-
suffer,
Which
remember?
swarm is alive?
The spider's
They're both. Yeah, the spider's dead.
takes off.
Yes. You've still got Swarm that's alive here. I'll go ahead and I'll cross this off because that one has hatched. That one has hatched. This one is frozen.
So there's a swarm like still right next to us, right?
Yeah, there's a Swarm that's right next to you, remember. And then you've got Temsin. Is this one? This one? Where the heck did Temsin go? So you've got Temsin, who is now right on top. And you still have spiders all over you. You still are covered in spiders. Okay. So, but the swarms are both still alive.
Do you think that the torch I dropped when I walked in here is still like
It's sputtering a bit, but it's.
because there's really no point to be like shooting at them. Like
Mhm.
there's not really anything else I'm gonna do. Okay, I'd like to pick that torch back up
Okay.
and like is it burned down or I just like dropped it and wasn't paying attention to it so it wasn't burning?
Exactly. You
Okay.
just. Yeah.
So if I pick it back up again and like wave it around and like
Yeah.
turn it on a little bit.
It'll kind of catch a bit.
Okay. Then I would like to do that and then like swat at them with the torch.
Okay. And how much did we say the torch goes for? I think it was 1d4 for damage.
4.
Okay.
Okay.
4.
Nice. You definitely drive off quite a few of them. You've got a swarm now.
Oh, remember,
This
he's
one
throwing
is
away.
going to be biting at Temsin. 9. Does not hit. So, kind of tangled up in Safine's hair, like kind of scrambling for purchase over her. They bite towards you and don't really manage to bite anything. Number 2. That one is near Remember. 14.
That does not.
Does not hit. Alright, Angerod, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'll cast a firebolt at the one next to Remember,
Okay.
because I don't want to light my 2 friends on fire.
Mhm.
I'm spell shaping.
You do.
I'm spell shaping. I'm gonna hit the one on Sabine.
Okay.
And and not hit Sabine.
Or me.
22 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
Yeah.
Noise.
And then 10 points of damage.
Get it?
Yep. You roast him.
Nice.
You manage to very elegantly shape these curls of fire, and Safine, you watch as little tongues of fire kind of snap at each and every spider that's all over your body, even the ones that are in your hair. Just these expertly woven little bits of fire. Just take it all out.
I'm afraid you might
Safine.
need a shower when this is all done.
Your turn.
Safine.
What's left alive?
The one swarm that is near, remember.
Are they within touching range?
Lay on hands.
Yeah, they're close. Like, remember is right in front of you.
I'm going to use inflict wounds.
You're just gonna grab for a bunch of spiders?
I mean,
Cool.
there's still one unit, right? So it's.
Yeah, like you're plunging your hands into the midst of these spiders.
Nice, but that wouldn't hurt, remember, right?
No.
Okay, great. I need a bunch of 10. I just need one more.
Oh, a 10? Good.
Yeah,
How many tens do you use?
I just used 3.
Oh, it's just 3.
It's the potential for 30 points of damage.
10, 20, 30!
Woo!
You, with this surge of
Holy
power,
crap.
having only recently, like, spoken with your gods and kind of renewed your power, your hands plunge into the midst of these spiders, and as you murmur the spell over them, they all just kind of pop. And they crack open, their legs curl in on themselves, and you are left with just a pile of not skeletons, just a pile of spider corpses all around your hands.
Crap. That was awesome.
Good, yeah, that was a pretty rad roll.
You almost got murked in these streets, boy.
And you are left in a quiet, empty cavern.
So there are no more pods?
The only one is the one that's frozen.
We should probably destroy that one so when we go back we can tell them it's been completely cleared out.
The only thing is I do not want to accidentally poison all of us. Because I don't know if I can light it on fire without lighting the puzzles around it on fire.
Who still has... Now, if you're poisoned, that poisoning lasts until you have the poison cured.
Did I get poisoned?
I think you
You two
and
have that
Safine.
I can cast lesser restoration on me and on remember,
I would
and
hella
it
appreciate
cures
that.
poison.
Okay, there you
And
go.
then it's a
Oh, the greater healing potion doesn't do that?
No.
What does lesser restoration do?
It heals either blindness, deafness, paralysis, or poison. And it's instant use. I just went, wow.
Okay. Alright. So you have slain the... What is this music?
I don't know, but I'm loving it. Beach episode!
Not yet.
Damn it.
So you guys are sitting in the cavern. Safine is breathing heavily over the pile of spider corpses.
Recently alive.
Recently alive.
I would like to slam my greater health potion. I'm mad
Go
at
for it.
5 hit points, unless Sabine feels up to doing you girl a heal.
Yeah, I was gonna heal you. I'm
Okay.
gonna give one potion back to, what's Major Tempting?
Oh, you don't have to do that.
Because he gave me one. So I'm gonna cast, please hold. Cure wounds. And that is going to be
7.
plus 11 points of healing. And then I'm gonna cast it on myself. Because it's a cantrip. 6 points of healing.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay, and then I would also I would like to use Second Wind. So once per short rest, you can use a bonus action to regain 1d10 plus 3 points, because I'm
only at 16 right now, and I wasn't a huge fan of the way that played out. As I said, no, that's a 8.
Sophia just said, "Can we go home now?"
That's 8. 11 points.
When Sophine tries to give
Oh wait, I
Tenzin,
get an extra D4 when I heal you specifically because we have a bond.
Yes, you do.
I feel left out. I'm the only one without a bond right now.
4.
4 points, Sophie.
Don't you have something about your ring though?
Yeah, it does. It gives me the ability to re-roll a failed spell, I think,
Mm-hmm.
which would have been real handy to remember about 10 minutes ago.
I am at full health.
When Sophine tries to give Tenzin the healing potion, he's like, "No, that's all right. I'm sure a time will come when I'll need you to do the same for me. So just hold on to it for now." And he doesn't take it.
Yeah.
Sting's making that exact face.
Whatever.
And from a ways up the tunnel, you hear Harry yell,
Oh, Harry.
Harry,
the noises.
where were you?
Well, I was not where all the. Are you okay? There was a lot of fire, and it's like echoing down the tunnel, and he's like, and there was a lot of noise, and then there was no noise. How many of you are dead?
Luckily, no one.
Oh, that's great. That's fantastic.
No thanks to you.
Good job, everyone. And he just like goes back to standing quietly at the top.
My beautiful boy. Can I
Alright,
carry
who's chopping the
giant
head of the spider off?
You want to drag the whole spider?
Well, okay, now I'm
I thought we
gonna
were gonna take
Google
the head of
what
it.
kind of spider would you say that this is?
This is a 17-foot.
No, like what manner of what breed of spider is this?
What
Like-
family of arachnids?
If you could compare it to a spider that lives in the real world. I want to know how many segments it's in and how easy it would actually be to cut out.
Wolf spider.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do this to my eyes so I know how to chop this thing's head off. Okay, so in order to chop this thing's head off, I'd have to take like most of its legs with me because it's only got 2 segments. So
I'm gonna retrieve my things. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. You can go around and there are no other threats in the room. You can.
I'm also taking my spear back
Mhm.
while I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna cut this thing up.
Does it have venom of anything?
Yeah, I was gonna say I want to take some poison from it.
You would definitely see something on its like fangs.
Okay.
Can I take a vial?
Anybody have a vial?
I do. Cause
I have a jar with a lid.
I was gonna say, can I use the healing potion vial that I just used and like use that to get some poison?
Yeah.
Because it's empty now.
But those of you who are not like Tenzin, you wouldn't normally know how to like milk a spider.
I took venom from the last spiders.
I made you roll for it.
Why is that?
Do I have more experience now?
No, you still need to roll for it.
Alright, what do you want me to
Should I
roll?
assist?
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and roll d20.
Milk.
I feel like you just put it up to this giant fang and just let it kind of drip out.
If you want to actually harvest the venom, I'll make you roll. If you want to just collect what kind of drips off of it, then just roll roll a percentage, and I'll let you know how full the vial is.
What do you want to do? Should we
I can.
harvest?
If I help you, does he get advantage if I'm assisting?
For harvesting?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna harvest.
Angrad is going to teach Tenzin how to do this.
I feel like I might know at least something about spiders.
11. That was the better of the two.
Yeah, you get some of it. Some of it like gets on your hands, and your hands are kind of sticky, but you manage to like collect some spider venom.
Okay.
Remind me to buy vials.
If you need,
I have a
some of
jar
that,
of
let me
blood.
know, because now I have a... Would you say that was like halfway full?
No, almost, but not quite.
So like a third of the way?
Yeah, about a third.
Okay.
Alright, I would like to use my Yukula to separate the head of the spider from like the thorax bit.
Mhm.
The thorax.
And
For the spider's knees.
also, it couldn't be a wolf spider because wolf spiders don't spin webs. Fun fact I just learned from Wikipedia. They also have excellent eyesight. What the fuck?
Oh no, they're horrifying.
Ugh. Anyway, I would like to separate that and then carry the head with me, avoiding poison when we go back.
Sounds good. So, you manage to pry the head free once Temzin and Angarod are finished. Safine is busy brushing bits of spider out of her clothes and her hair. And Harry jumps back a bit when you come out of the tunnel carrying this massive spider head. And he's just like, "Oh, you did? You good job."
What should make you carry it for all the uselessness you did?
I didn't want to come along. You told me I had to. My
Nonsense,
boss
Harry.
told me I had to.
This is a perfect opportunity for you to continue to grow as a warrior.
I'm a sure. Remember?
We're not gonna pay him, right? He didn't do anything.
That's true. He didn't.
He just like keeps looking at it and like rubbing his hands on his pants. He's like, "Right, all right. So are we done in here, or
Poor arachnophobia Harry.
are we good?"
I suppose we are.
Are there any rooms you haven't looked at?
Yeah, there's a couple we haven't been in. There's a whole
Oh,
other tunnel.
5. Yeah, we gotta go
I've
to 5.
got 2 level 2 spells. That's
Oh yeah,
Okay.
we got kind of beat up, guys.
Yeah, but we can clear it out. It's fine. We all
I
only 2 of
just
us almost died.
died.
That's only half the party.
I don't have a healing. She's got 1 healing potion left.
No, I've got 2.
Okay, she's
Well,
only got
technically I
2
have 3
healing.
because you didn't take the 1 from me.
What'd you use on her?
I used a spell.
Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, well
I
you've
have
got
lots of
3.
cantrips, but
We sold the last spider for 250 gold pieces.
I know we're not accepting 100 for this thing.
yeah.
We're taking way more than
That's what
that.
I'm thinking.
What killed the last spider?
I'm hurt, but I'm okay if we would like to clear the rest of the rooms. I don't think we are going to find anything quite so harmful as what we found here.
Wait,
Hopefully not.
how many hit points are you down in ground?
5. I'm good. I have 12 out of the 17, and I'll take a long rest when I get back.
Well, what about you? Remember how much you got left?
I'm all the way back to full.
Okay, well I
She
can
is,
just.
I took
I have a
2.
cantrip that I can type.
I took 2 damage when I fell in the spider web.
Alright, I'm gonna go through and
You're
heal
good.
people. Hang on.
You're what?
I'm healing people, so I'm gonna heal Angron. 8 points
Tight. I'm back to full.
and 6 points for you. And then I'm gonna heal myself again. Cause I'm down. And then
completely forgot to use
5
any of my martial art type stuff.
Nice.
There you go. So Harry is kind of lighting the way for you guys as you tromp back up through the cave system. And are you going all the way back up?
what was the last
There's
one?
no other points, right?
Yeah, you're not
We're going up
back
to 8.
Okay, so you go back up here, and where do you head?
Back over to 4 and then down to 5.
Okay.
Because that's the only part we didn't clear.
Alright.
Cautious peek through the tunnel, see if there's anything lurking.
I want to leave the spider head
At 4.
at 4.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay.
Oh, there's like a whole separate thing.
So you guys go ahead and which room was that?
Oh dang, it goes 2 different directions.
Yeah.
Sorry, let me just get back there. Note to self for future things, they're very thorough. Alright, so you go ahead into this room and Tamsin and Safine, you notice that there is a spot in the floor where the ground isn't quite the same as the rest, like it's been disturbed.
Spin, you noticed that?
Oh yeah, that patch of weird dirt.
Perhaps we should
Go
investigate.
stand on it.
Safine stands on it, and your foot kind of like.
I didn't say I was
She
gonna
told
stand
me
on
to
it.
go
Oh,
stand on it,
I told
and
him
Tenzin
to
said
just
no.
Okay.
Can I do, even though I'm not great at it, can I do an investigation check?
What are you doing to investigate it?
Standing on it.
No, I'm standing on it. I'm gonna like examine it and kind of look around. Like,
Are you touching it at all?
well,
Or?
like what does it look like?
Remember, poke it
It's
with a
just
stick.
this.
I'll poke
It's poking it with
I
your
I have
uvula.
not been
My
listening
hands.
at all until
My
Sabine
hands.
said poke it with the stick.
Big manual labor.
I don't know what we're poking, but I'm gonna poke
So while Temsin is like on his hands and knees, like investigating this like
Before she pokes it, do I get an
patch of
investigation
dirt.
check?
Yeah, go ahead and roll
it.
investigation.
Nope, no thinking, just do it.
Well, that I didn't get very far because I got a 4. So.
Okay, so you're like trying to figure out if it's a trap, if there's something buried here, if it's like nothing at all, and all of a sudden remembers Yukula just like
Oh,
right in front of
gosh.
your face. You hear it crunch through something, and then it like thuds into like a dirt wall.
Nice, I wanna dig.
Yay!
You dig down and you find a small buried pot.
I throw it against the wall.
It's full of ash.
You throw the pot against the wall, and
It was
shards
a-
of clay
yeah.
go everywhere, and some money falls to the floor.
Yay!
Little do we know, the pot was priceless.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Here's
you
the big-
find
wait.
you find 15 silver pieces.
Wow, we're rolling in silver
There's
pieces.
4 of us, right? Remember, counts out 3 for each person, and then gives the last 2 to hang around for the pot.
Wait,
15
3.
silver pieces.
So everybody
15
gets
silver
2
pieces.
silver pieces. You're welcome. We're balling.
Isn't it 3 pieces, Mason?
There's
2, 3, 4, and Harry is 5.
Oh,
We ain't giving Harry nothing.
Oh, fuck Harry.
Even remembers over Harry.
he was not brave, so he doesn't get anything.
We do not reward cowardice.
He's like,
Yeah,
That's
so it would
fine.
be 3 each and then 2 left over.
I need to fix the currency on my D&D Beyond, because right now I'm just using like hold stuff, but it's not translating anything.
I know, right? Because we're doing like 20 silver to a gold or something like that.
You gotta fix it.
Okay.
Oh well.
Woo! Update the funds real quick.
next time, remember finds a pot. She's just like, I know what to do with this.
Is there anything
Yay.
else in the room?
The mental image is literally just
Anything else in the room?
No, there was just
And then we just see those
Like,
2
this
passageways.
bitch
yes.
that was her memory. She's just like ah! Threw it against the wall.
All right, so you see to the north what appears to be a dead end tunnel, and south you see another tunnel going down.
What appears to be a dead end
Yes,
tunnel.
I want to go shimmy around on the wall and find a divot.
All right,
Shimmy.
you start like
Shimmy around on the walls.
you see Safine like go up to the dead end tunnel and like put her hands on it and just start like scrabbling around like a raccoon who lost its cotton candy in some water.
Aw.
And she's just like feeling every inch of it, and she's just like, there's nothing.
I would like to poke it with the end of myself.
It's just a dirt wall.
You didn't let me roll, so how do we know?
Because it's just a dirt wall.
Tenzin's gonna walk down the open pathway that's not a dead end, rolling his eyes at the 2 of them.
Hey, have you ever read The Mummy? Okay.
You mustn't read from the
All right,
book.
so you head down into this room and you see the same webbing that was
I'm not happy about that.
in the other rooms, and it's around a doorway with a path leading down.
I light it on fire.
Okay, it travels down the
It
tunnel.
leads down into the room we came from?
And it comes to a door that looks like it's been sealed.
Ooh.
Oh, it doesn't go into that same room?
If y'all are keeping a map, then you'd know it does.
That's our map. Don't do
You're
this.
right. You're right. I
Don't
won't
do
make
this.
a map
If
for
you're
you
gonna draw
anymore.
a map for us, then don't expect us to keep maps. Absolutely not. No, not that. I would like to open the door.
All right.
Close the
Strength
door.
check, please.
Oh, good. I'm good at those.
I could pick the lock.
Son of an entire bitch. It's a 10.
It does not budge.
Oh, I need to
Doors.
Like, you break some of the wood of the door, and, like, if you pick that wood off, you'd see, like, dirt and clay.
Is it locked?
Hmm?
Is it locked?
No, it's
Just
like
jammed.
you like with like remember broke some of the wood off of the door and you could see like dirt and clay
Would she
behind it.
perceive that she did that?
Yeah, she has eyeballs.
Well, I didn't know how obvious it was. She missed it.
Alright.
Tenzin's gonna go and try to open it.
We open
Just-
the door.
Just turn the doorknob or like strength check.
Yeah, like strength check.
Okay.
Like,
Alright, you did not give me the option to turn the doorknob.
he's gonna like turn the doorknob and try to
No,
open
there's
it.
it does absolutely nothing.
No,
It
Paint
does-
me a word
check.
picture
Yeah, go-
here. I didn't know there was
Like,
a doorknob.
I can't open the door if the doorknob's not turned, so he's gonna turn the doorknob and strength like try to
Alright.
force it open. No, we got 7. Freaking
No,
when I wanted a
nothing.
really good roll.
Tamsin sees Remember like shoulder tackle this door and he's like, yeah, me too, and he like slams against it and Remember just hears, ow.
Can I attack it?
You want to just attack it?
Yeah.
Sure.
How big is the room that we're in right now?
This room is 11 feet by 11 feet. It's not a very big room.
Remember telling me because she can't.
Are you like making eye contact with Tamsin as you do this?
I could
That
get a
happens
spiritual
every
weapon and try to break it open.
Do it.
I'm going
I
to
mean,
do
I could
that.
also fire
Harry-
at this
I was-
presumably.
Harry is just standing behind you, like, just with his torch, and he's just like, wait, okay.
You guys like this?
I guess do I have to roll to hit it?
No.
Okay, I was like, I didn't think so.
Did you resummon it as a
That's
hammer
wrong.
again?
Yeah, that's the wrong dice. Oh no. 11.
11.
Nope.
What the fuck?
11
This door is
damage?
harder than the spider.
Oh, 11. I'm sorry, you're right. No. Wait. I'm sorry, I misunderstood. Yeah, you go ahead and you batter it with the spiritual weapon, and the wood splinters, you hear stone and clay and stuff crack, and you can see into this room here.
Oh no, spider webs.
That's the room it came from.
Oh yeah.
So you see into this room here.
Alright, we're good. We can leave.
It was really important that we broke that door down, though.
It was
Thank
fine.
you, XP.
That was definitely like a team effort there. Good job, guys. Like,
Angeron's standing there like,
yeah, let's go.
Yes.
Let's go get some money for
Let's
this
go.
crap.
alright. So y'all head up out of the caves. Are you going back through the tunnel and along the river? Or are you taking the hatch
Let's
in the forest?
I'm
Okay.
okay with the hedge in the forest.
So you go ahead.
Wait,
and
where did we leave? Did we bring your cart with us this time?
the cart is out by the river.
How far are we gonna have to walk to get to the cart?
The
Probably
cart was
easier
like
the way
just
we came.
outside the cavern, so it wasn't like far.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's easier to go out the way we came. Plus, we've got to like recollect the heads from the piercers.
Wait, does the spider head fit down that tunnel?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, let's go up the way we came.
That's
Yeah.
ghoulish. Just like shoving it.
So we
Like a Hayao
got
Miyazaki film.
6 piercer heads, a giant freaking spider head.
We're making money.
Do we want to take, or did we, I guess, retroactively take parts of the egg sacs since we got paid for those last time too?
Oh yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
Retcon.
So
They
just
paid
like
us for those?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because they're full of spiders.
yeah.
It's
So
perfect.
we take
Let's
parts of egg
take all
sacs for
these
this.
things with us.
Okay. Alright. So you go ahead and you toss the head back in the cart and make the trip back into the city, and of course, you know, people see y'all with the cart and they get excited, so you immediately have a couple people come, like, start talking, oh my god, hey look, they got another spider, and they immediately start talking about, oh wait, but this one's got a bigger head, they didn't even bring back the box. Like, there, you hear these murmurings going off through the crowd.
He'll take a handful of like loose spiders and be like,
You hear like shrieking as some of the people in the crowd like flee away from your spider confetti.
And then there's like 2 wizards who are like, sick. Needed those.
Yeah, if it's not
I need to get a
already
line to her.
stated, I did refill my jar of spiders.
Mhm.
Through this.
Okay. So you get back into the heart of the city,
What time is it?
back to the bounty board. It was the following day? No.
Did we leave in the morning? I thought we set out later.
You set out later. So it's closing in on like later in the evening, like much later. Like dark has fallen. Most buildings have like shuttered up for the night and stuff like that. But when you get back to the bounty board, one more is there and he's delighted at what you've brought him.
Hell yeah.
And he
Good
just
evening,
kind of
Bunmore.
Yeah, evening. What's this then?
Well, if you haven't had a good night so far, I think we're gonna turn that around for you.
No, it's been fine. This makes it even better. And Harry's like, I did nothing. Can I be done for the night? And he's like, I know you did. Go on. And he like just waves Harry on. And
You
Harry
mean didn't.
and Harry like bows really quickly to all of you and rushes off. And he's yelling, "Spiders! Why spiders?" And just like rushes off. And so Bunmore starts looking over, the piercer heads that you've brought back. He glances over the spider head and the egg sacs. He's like, yeah, all right. This is a pretty heavy purse then. Be just a minute. And he heads back inside. And he comes out and he presents you with 890 gold pieces.
No. We need more than that. Listen. 600 just for the piercers. 850 if you add 250 for the spider. Which, this is bigger than the last spider we killed. And we had at least 3 spider sacks. I don't remember how much we got paid for those, but 850 sounds like he's jipping us.
Hey, God, you're the fancy talker. You do something.
Now, Bunmore.
Minimum 925.
And he's like counting out the money and he's like, all right, yeah. And he's like got the purse in his hand.
Bunmore, we have brought you a few extra things that you might not have taken into account. We did kill quite a few egg sacs as well, which I seem to remember we were paid for last time. And this spider was quite a bit larger, and we were actually down a member of our party for quite a bit of the fight. It cost us dearly.
Which one? You're all standing here.
Die!
We were
You're only
incredibly
mostly dead.
we were incredibly lucky that we happened to have the apt healing potions on our persons that we did, but is there any way we could be compensated for the extra risk that we took?
I told you 100 a head. I'm giving you an extra 150 for the spider.
The spider has also had a precedent set, and if you're following that precedent, I feel like maybe we should be compensated for how much harder we had to work for it.
No,
Can I even roll for this, or
you
anything?
can if you'd like to.
What am I rolling?
It's a charisma check. It's persuasion.
Okay.
So he goes,
What is your
and he
modifier?
looks at you and he's like, 100 for each of the piercers, and he counts out 600, and he's like, 10 for each of the egg sacs, and he counts out 40, and he's like, 100 for the spider head, and he counts out 100, and he's like, and 150 because I'm generous, and it was a large spider, and he pushes the 890 towards you again.
Not too bad.
Alright, Bunmore, you've made your point. Thank you for your
If you
generosity.
die, don't expect me to bring you back.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Why are we fighting?
Because I died and he doesn't care.
Alright, so you guys have been paid for your work.
Do we want to do 200 apiece and then, or 210 apiece maybe, and then 50 into the
That works.
party fund?
Where is Do I not have it here?
That's nice.
I thought I had.
How much is it?
210. You said 210 gold,
Right? Isn't that math? Because then
right? It was 890.
890.
I'll have to
And
find
there's
that later.
4 of us.
Yeah.
So 210 each.
And then
takes
50
it
to
210,
the.
420, 6,
Hey.
660, 8. Wait, hold on, shit. I was counting my 20s.
That's correct.
210,
Your
420,
girl is balling now.
630, 840, and then the rest, the other 50 goes into the party pot. Okay. So you guys go ahead and count out your loot. Is my oh my god. My mic was unplugged at some point.
No.
It's been recording through my computer, so hopefully I'm able to actually hear it later. There we go.
Well, yeah, it was gonna suck for a little while, but now it's good.
Let's see. Is it still? Okay, cool. Yeah. Hopefully that's still working. Here you go. So you guys go ahead and you want to finish off the day, take a long rest. You have things you want to do that evening. Are businesses still open? Not really. Most of them have shuttered up for the night. Like you can definitely,
Oh, yeah,
as you're.
my armor.
Well, yeah, we can pick up our armor in the morning. I think.
We can long rest and do that shit tomorrow.
Because my armor, I think, is supposed to be ready tomorrow. I don't know about yours, because my armor is for Fitson.
Okay. So you go ahead and.
Do we have any tasks we needed to complete? Plot-wise?
Okay, so here's the thing. Stepping outside of narrative for a second. I don't know exactly where to go next in terms of plot. Like, I don't know what makes the most sense.
Well, the lady at the mint, right, in the Merchants Guild.
Lydia?
Yeah.
Lydia, she wasn't. Did she give us any leads? Not really, right? She just kind of told us like if she sees anything.
Well, there were 3 merchants that were confirmed to have brought it into the city, but they're all gone now. Like they came in, they left.
Oh,
So
they
we
were
can't
traveling
really-
merchants.
Yeah. Skamos, the dude that was it the moneylender, mentioned his cousin Fiona, who runs the Light Mend.
Right, which is one of the other jewelers we were gonna check out.
Yeah,
because
and
we
said that
detected
she
stuff.
got a shipment of the sparkling sapphire. So knowing that we have a personal in with her, it might be worth it to go talk to her and see what she knows about the stone and see if she knows that it's harmful.
Right,
Like,
she might be willing to talk.
yeah.
But I guess we'd have to do that tomorrow.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the only thing that I can think of in terms of like actual honest about leads, because I don't really have that much. I do have a necklace still commissioned with what's his fuck at the first jeweler, the one.
Right, at what's it called? Bees Knees?
Yeah, that one. I do have a necklace commissioned there that I could go pick up.
Oh, that was the inn.
Yeah, that was the inn.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know what good that'll do us, or if we want to make a plot around that before we go do that. But I don't know that there's that much more to learn from him unless we out ourselves and really investigate with him.
Right.
We could go to the temples though, because we know that it's a war between gods, so we could go talk to some of the priests or priestesses.
That's true.
Where's
Although
there a
there's not,
temple?
well, no, I guess there's not many. We could try to find religious people, like practicing religious people.
That's true.
If I go to the archivist again, I can find a list of people by their gods and who's practicing.
I suppose this could just be our characters have gone back and are just discussing their next point of action.
Oh, let me get my character voice on then. You guys are just chilling. Would you be chilling in the house, or would remember have like made a campfire outside?
Campfire.
I was gonna say maybe we should go to like one of the inns and like celebrate with a drink.
I don't think we would
Not
be
to talk about
discussing the
this stuff.
sensitive topic
Yeah, that's true.
around other people. Like I grabbed
We
one
bought a
from
keg
both
and
of
took
them.
it home.
There you go.
Yes, this is the law commander has tasked us with getting rid of these stones, and I completely agree that they need to go, but I don't know how to do it.
Ooh, I mean, never mind. Sorry.
I believe maybe it would be worth it to go talk to Fiona at the Light Mend, but I don't know what else to do.
I feel like one of the jewelers must be able to give us some information about breaking the stones.
To be completely honest, I feel like I don't know what this is. I'm trying real hard to get into it, y'all. I feel like if we could get the man whose name I'm trying desperately to find from the bee's knees.
Oh,
The gator.
Yeah, there it is. Well, we don't know he's gay. He's actually not gay because he had a wife at one point.
Queer man. We found him having sex with another man.
And he had pictures of his wife.
Is this the
You
first
don't know
that
anything.
comes in and remember
Welcome.
hearing of this?
Welcome.
This is why
What?
I'm reevaluating to queer man.
I just have this mental image of Angerod on like a nice picnic blanket so that like her dress doesn't get muddy. Remember is crouched in front of this fire, like making it as big as she can. Safine is sprawled out on the floor with her tea, and Tamsin is sitting there neatly nearby, and he's like, right.
Listen, Wilcom's wife, Diana, or whatever her name was, could have been a cover up. A beard, if you will.
No, I think if we could get Wilcom to talk, that might be the most prosperous avenue because I think he knows more than he was saying. Everyone else, I almost feel like they are unwitting accomplices in this. I feel like most people don't know how harmful this truly is, but these jewelers that are working with it have to know how harmful these stones are.
At least to some degree. Otherwise, they would be crazy right now and.
And in his instance, he most definitely has to know because he had the correct tools to work with.
Exactly.
So we go and corner Wilcom.
The only issue, though, is that. Uh, even though they know how to break the stones. Wow, I can't.
You're good, you're good, you're good.
This,
How do?
they're still working. They're still making people crazy, and so it's destroying them may not necessarily work entirely.
Yes. I don't. I think that is a good avenue to pursue. We need to know where they're coming from,
Mm-hmm.
who is supplying them, and how to destroy them. Wilcom can possibly answer all three of those questions.
Agreed.
If this is a matter of the gods, why do we not just go directly to the gods?
I got 3 crows, and that was it.
I have not.
I guess I could try pouring one out for them again.
I have not communed with my gods in a while.
That's
I
a little
suppose
blood
we could
sacrifice.
try.
Between friends.
We went back all the way to the farm.
Yeah, you guys are back at the
Okay.
farm.
If I wanted to go about not necessarily contacting Bane, because I don't see that as something that like everybody would be comfortable with. That strikes me as like a you blinded your ass, now you get to talk to Bane, like that's your job thing. But like a communion or like seeking favor or like a magic 8 ball, like how would I do that?
Fire and sacrifice.
Alright, what do I gotta
What's a little
sacrifice?
blood sacrifice between the two?
That would really be up to remember. Because Bane requires not a full sacrifice, but like her priestesses blind themselves so that the only thing that they can see is what she shows them. So sacrifices for Bane aren't just like a lock of hair or something like that. Like, it has to be a meaningful sacrifice.
Cut off one of your fingers.
Well, that depends on the lock of hair.
It depends on the lock of hair.
Holy shit!
Cut off your other boob. Oh my gosh, I just got what you meant.
Oh my god.
Bastard. I can't believe you would suggest such a thing.
Is Remember suddenly having like a moment in front of the campfire?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say in front of the camera. And I
Oh
was
my
like,
god. Whoa! Ow! Fuck! Okay.
Not saying that's the only way to get it done,
Woo!
but like, you kind of opened that up for me.
Yeah. Damn. Ow.
cut off your finger.
What's a finger? What's a finger? What's a tit? Why is this a question?
Safina's laying over on the other side of the fire, suddenly lifts her head. Cut off your finger.
I'm just saying, we catch a bird. Not a crow. Or a raven. But a bird. It's better than
It's not that kind of sacrifice. Fuck.
And I got you work for it.
A bloodthirsty one, but a fair one.
Her Tardovian mind is just frozen over, and I was like, that doesn't sound right.
I'm big sad boy hours right now. I'm like genuinely upset about this. Oh no. Okay. Because the biggest problem is I think the act of faith would be in character and okay for her right now.
Suddenly the goddess of fate is just like, no, I know what I want. And I with me up there and gleaming eyeballs.
Damn
I love that the music is like perfect for this right now. It's just so good. So good.
Okay.
Trauma for Tenzin. Trauma for Angeron. Trauma for everyone.
Fuck. Alright. I think she knew that this was gonna happen, and I think she's been thinking about it as they've been like discussing it, which is like the whole her building the fire bigger thing.
Mhm.
I feel really bad. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, I am so sad right now.
What
It's
if
okay.
you saved some of it?
That doesn't count.
Yeah, I know.
All or nothing.
Gods are so finicky anyway.
Alright.
You gotta have something else. You have like a knife from your mom or something.
It wouldn't be that. It's gotta be this. Oh my god. Alright, well, I haven't been able to do
Wait, okay. Hold on.
anything else for the plot so far.
As a
so-
character, is this a worthy use of this one-time communion sacrifice?
I mean, what else do we have?
We have a couple of people we can go talk to before it comes to this.
I think, okay, so here's the deal. From her perspective, like, going to talk to the jewelers is great and all, but now that Remember knows that the gods are directly involved, knows that she was handpicked, and knows that there's a battle happening between the gods,
She can't go back.
she needs direction. And she needs the affirmation of that specific god. Like, what are you doing? What am I doing? What's my place in this? What's my next order?
Yeah.
And I think the only way that she can see forward is this. So it's just gonna have to happen.
Paint me a picture.
Fuck. Okay. There's no, like, ceremony. There's no, like, pomp and circumstance. She's just been, like, fretfully building the fire up and, like, thinking about it and thinking about what has to happen and, like, what can I sacrifice? I don't have anything here with me. And then, like, it hits her as hard as it hit me what it's gonna have to be. And she's still for a second while she's considering it, and then it's just done, and she's made the decision. So she takes the hair out of the locket and 2 unopened letters from her bag and throws them into the fire.
Okay. So
sad boy. I wish he gets rid of all of it.
Yeah.
you all watch as,
Ow.
remember, without saying anything, just suddenly opens this locket that she's kept tucked away and just tosses this small braid of blonde hair and tosses two letters into the fire. And nothing seems to happen. The fire doesn't get any bigger. There's no rumbling of the earth. But then your scalp starts to hurt. In fact, your scalp starts to burn. And it burns enough that it starts to really bother you. And when you reach a hand up to see if maybe like a spark from the fire touched you, you realize that a segment of your hair, when you pull at it, looks different. And you have one of your braids has turned entirely blonde.
Oh.
Sophine's face is literally like that.
Safina's just sitting there, purse-lipped, eyes narrowed. What does Remember do?
She's like holding it and does that kind of like weak laugh when you don't know what else you're supposed to do. And just like she looks up and closes her eyes.
Okay.
Big mess. A big hot mess.
So, where does this help us?
Well, now, based on the descriptions that the Lord Commander gave us, would I know which of Adgord's gods called me?
I think we did discuss that.
Yeah, I feel like we did too.
Hold on,
I feel like it was falling stars.
it was
So I think it would be Alinar.
No, it was Aline. Yeah, it was Alineo. So it was the closed fist with an eye overlaid because he said it was a god with many eyes.
Gotcha. Prophecy. Okay.
You're so proud of yourself.
I am.
Other than just reaffirming her favor, is there anything else I could have asked, or like, was that just an omen?
That's what you've got for now.
Agrad's. Sorry.
Like, is it gonna be a lifeline where like later she needs something, so she cuts that like braid off, and then it's like, hello, this is Bane.
Your go for Bane.
Where did Daniel go?
Probably to poops.
Agrad doesn't pray per se, and like the connection to the gods is a lot more visceral with the magic, from what I'm understanding. Like it's not necessarily I'm gonna go to this place and take a knee and I'm gonna pray to this god. It's more I'm gonna honor this god through the magic that I perform. Is that accurate?
Kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Angarad would be very connected to magic as a deity, though.
Yes.
And she would be familiar with that, and her mothers would have taught her how to honor that.
Oh, absolutely.
So, Angrad's pretty tired, but she's going to sum up whatever magic she still has left in her. So, 2 first level spell slots and a second level spell slot.
Okay.
And she's going to call up the fire. going to get much, much bigger.
Mhm.
And she's going to allow herself to get lost in it.
Okay.
And she's going to call to Abigail.
All right. I need everyone except for Mackenzie to leave the table.
Whispers!
Ah.
Yeah, I know. He just came back. Sorry.
Shit, y'all, I can't send you pictures of my notes this time.
Where are we
Sorry.
going? How are we going in here?
Take a new page.
Okay. So as you call up the flame, as you pour your magic into this, essentially a summoning, just giving all you've got, everything around you starts to fade away. Just the feeling of the grass beneath you, the feeling of the air against your face, until you are in a place that your mothers used to take you to, until you're in just this, almost like another plane, where there is nothing except for you and the feeling of magic all around you. And you haven't been here in a very, very long time, especially since your mother's died. You've wanted nothing to do with it. And as you sit here, with your arms raised, all around you, eyes begin to open. Blue eyes, green eyes, hazel eyes, just hundreds of thousands of them, until you're consumed by this color of them all blurring around you. And you hear and feel a sigh all around you. And as one, 100 voices say, "Speak, daughter of magic."